Intro music. Bah. Alrighty, guys. Welcome back here. It's 9 a.m. What else is it? It's a Tuesday. It's the second day of the month. May 4th. I gotta say, I am loving May so far. My expectations were low. My hopes were high, as they should be. And boom, we're getting some decent fall through. BLRX. I was not ready for this one to start, popping the way it did. Right around the market, pre-market opening session, which is at 7. Well, actually, it's at 4:30, but on TOS, it's at 7, right? So then 30 minutes later, blah blah blah, this thing just rips. And at first, I was looking at it. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to trade it. I was like, do I want to buy it here? Usually, I don't trade a ticker, a gapper, until it's proven to hold its high, which is usually after the first support, the first pullback, which happened. Scott says, "May the 4th be with you." Amen. You guys too. Isn't SpaceX doing some launches today? It's all a little confusing. They do so many launches lately, it's hard to keep track, but they're super fun to watch. Anyway, BLRX held here really good, and then I almost bought this pullback. I missed it, and then I bought the breakout. Didn't hold nearly as long as I should have, but that's fine. I actually ended up buying this move here, looking for a second or third big breakout candle. Didn't get it, but locked in some profits. I missed this whole move to the upside. I'm not gonna lie, we haven't seen strong tickers holding their highs at all pretty much in April. So I wasn't the one to, hold into this, but nice. We got a pullback here. And then I made kind of the rest of my profits. At this point, BLRX, I was up $700, doing pretty small trades, and I missed pretty much all the good moves. I did a bunch of other trading here, and basically I'm still up $700. For some time I gave back like 100, 200, then I made back a little bit. Lately I've been doing really bad trading once it's no longer on the front side. So my front side trading, it's okay. It's not great, but that's really where I make the bulk of my profits. Originally, like a year ago, usually trading backside dips was like my bread and butter. Lately, it's been more front side, but in the consolidation, which is obviously something you should never trade, but I kept on thinking, here we go. I just kept on, tripping over myself. Even here, I waited, and then volume came up. I was looking to buy, and then I got kind of, crushed here. I quickly sold some. I bought some back, and then I pretty much walked out for break even again. It's just like, honestly, after the first leg to the upside, I need to just walk away and then come back for the market open. I don't know. Lately, it's the same story every time. And it's not just, yesterday and today. I'm talking like for 6-12 months. There's like a rare time where I have a nice first leg and then I milk the consolidation or the second leg. Usually it's like I get the first leg, or there's a second leg after consolidation that I jump on and I do well on. But usually it's only one. So I don't know, a little bit of a ramble there, but I'm sure some of you guys have similar scenarios, and that's my take on it. Anyway, BLRX, clear leak gapper here today. It is pulling back a little bit, but that's fine. It had a really strong pre-market, so totally expected. Exciting stuff here. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited what we're seeing right now. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I was going to go to posts, and then I was going to go to Tuesday. And if you scroll down here a little bit, here's BLRX. This is the Israel Biotech 23 million float, $136 million market cap, gapping up originally around 35% pre-market when I first looked at it. They're up because they have, let's see here, announces positive top-line results from Genesis Phase 3 trial. Phase 3 trial is usually really, really good results. Phase 1 and 2, it's getting there, right? But good results on Phase 3 means it's probably going to get approved by the FDA, and then it's gonna, boom, be a cash cow. Stem cell mobilization for autologous bone marrow transplant in multiple myeloma patients, so cancer related. So that sounds really, really good, and hopefully that best of luck with that. But in terms of trading, nice, good to see this action here. And this is also a ticker that is no stranger to gappers. So as we always look for, tradejournal.co/connect, checklist slides. We're always looking for a ticker that has strong spiker history, because previous spikers are always on people's watch list. They look at that, they like it, and then they jump on it. BLRX is what's the word for that? It's not shy. It's no stranger. That's the word. It's no stranger to being a gapper. So we've seen this thing gap many times. I haven't traded it that much myself, but I even had a reverse split classic for these kind of tickers. We've traded here when there was big volume. Today's going to be another big volume day. So exciting stuff here for sure. Volume curving in nicely. We have huge resistance at 5, 5, and 6. So those are kind of the points I've been a little bit skeptical of. If we can break past 6, I think we could really fly. We'll have more resistance at 6, 5, but that if we break 6, I think we could really have a contender here. But again, depends how well it holds its highs now. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. PROP is or PRPO is being talked about quite a lot in the chat room, and it makes total sense. It's also flying right now, but this ticker was so hot yesterday. Unfortunately, we didn't trade it yesterday because it was all happened pretty much after the stream ended. So we ended the stream pretty much at 10. It did actually have a 30% move here. It held its highs pretty well, but I didn't trade any of this. I didn't do any afternoon trading yesterday. I mean, this ticker was insane. Now it's running again here, up 5%. So it's really good to see that. This ticker, USA Diagnostic Research Company, they're launching COVID antibody tests on Amazon, and Amazon is massive, so that is getting a lot of publicity. That was the big rally for yesterday. So right now we're at around 6.8%. This ticker could probably run till 8 or so. There's some big resistance at 7, and then 8 was that kind of past former high. So I like what we're seeing here with this ticker. I'll definitely be watching it here into the 8s. Watch out around 7. Looks like there's definitely going to be some resistance there at 7. But yeah, for now, 7 and then 8, we'll see. And then we got one more ticker here worth discussing, COCP USA Biotech. Man, I'm so happy right now. Look at all these tickers are south of 200 million market cap. That's beautiful. I usually like south of 100, which they're all kind of close to. They're south of 50 million float. I mean, all of these are tickers that we're usually looking for. Small caps, today and yesterday look like they're back in full swing. So I mean, this is the first time I did pre-market trading in what feels like forever. So this is good stuff here. They're all in our price ranges between $2 and $7. So nice. COCP plans to launch another COVID antiviral candidate. This ticker has been struggling to hold highs here. It's down about 32%, not above VWAP. Its last significant support zone here looks to be around 1.5. So if it breaks that, I think that's not going to be looking too good. But if it goes to let's say 147 and then bounces right back, that'd be pretty promising. But COCP, let's see how it goes. But for now, PRPO and BLRX are probably a little bit more exciting. Yeah, it's an eventful day for sure. So yeah, so far today we are up $777. Not really anything crazy, but in terms of pre-market action, it is actually really nice because it's been so slow. And you guys will talk about that today at noon Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to jump back on YouTube. We will be doing about a 30-minute recap of April, and then we'll be doing some forecasting for May. We'll do a Q&A session, which might bring the stream into 45 minutes or so. So I'll hope to see you guys there for that one. Yeah, we'll be going through all the numbers and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Yesterday I was actually up $700 too, and then I ended up giving back, quite a lot. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. I think yesterday I was, I kind of did the same thing where I ended up trading, not great setups, and I got to watch out for that, if we're not on the front side, or maybe like a nice red to green, sometimes it's better for me just to sit on my hands. I know some of you guys have been absolutely crushing it in this the chat room here. I'm seeing days north of 2K in the Wall of Glory. It's looking really good as well in the Discord. So, looks like everyone's kind of getting some bearings here, which is nice. And if you are not, don't stress about it. I just literally went through a whole month where I had a pretty much break-even P&L. We'll talk about it later today. That's just how it goes. We were on like a 8-month-long consistent, like almost linear, perfect P&L. We went from 4K a month to 6K to 8K to 10K to 14K. It was just every month was better than better because we're always increasing position size. And then that really dropped this month or April. So don't stress yourself out. Overall trading, you're always going to have, once you get very consistent after several years, even then you're going to have your months, 2 to 3 months a year that just aren't that great. That's just how it is. So don't ever stress yourself out too much. And the worst is when those months are consecutive. Like last year, I had 2 months back to back where at the end of 2 months, I was at break even, and it was just like, ugh. But then sometimes 1 month makes up for everything. So yeah, it's different. It's a job. It's a job that doesn't always pay. So it's a little stressful in that regard. But yeah. That's why we put our profits, our day trading profits, our job profits into investments. We invest long-term for wealth accumulation. Those are two totally different things, which I feel like on YouTube are just always, put in the same bucket, which is extremely stressful every time I see that. But yeah, it is what it is. DNN, thanks Michael as well. DNN, I'm not sure I dimension mines. Are you calling out a ticker here? I'm not totally sure what you're referring to, but I don't know anything about this company. I haven't been looking at them. Acquire ownership looks like some acquisition news here and offer. I don't know, can't comment on it, but definitely found a base. Now it's crawling back to the upside, so maybe there's going to be a second rally on this one. Looks kind of interesting, but I don't know anything about it. OCGN from yesterday and pretty much all last week. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I feel like this one's a little bit more telling. Right now there's really good support here, roughly at 13.5. Volume was increasing. The problem with this one is it looks like there's some divergence going on. New highs, lower volume. That's sometimes a little bit of a warning sign. Although, it could easily break through 16. I don't know. OCGN, it's a ticker I haven't really been doing like any due diligence on. So I just follow price action on this one and day trade it. So I couldn't really say it's not a ticker that I could really comment on, but every time it does hold its highs very, very well. It's an interesting one to follow, and I think we're probably going to see a lot more of it in the next couple of weeks. Now, if it came out with an offering or something like that, direct public offering or whatnot, then or secondary offering, then I would be a little bit more skeptical, because that's really when things get a little nasty. Look at COCP, guys. This is the ticker I was talking about, looking like it might form a little bit of a bottom here. Right now, 174 getting chipped away a little bit. We have a higher low kind of getting put in. They both look like they'd hit 167. Let's watch this one a little bit longer here. Right now it's 914. Buyers there at 172. Oh, try to jump in on that one, but I didn't make it in time. Removing limit order for now. I'm going to keep it on my second screen. PRPO still trucking along, looking good. Usually I'm not trading at this time, so it's fine. Yeah, there goes COCP. That's kind of the move I was looking for. Oh yeah, looking good. Okay, let's take the next like 5 minutes or so to just jump through the news here, make sure we're not missing anything. There's BLRX. Mexico City train derailment kills and injures scores of people. Oh man, that is horrible. I haven't heard about a train derailment in like several years. There was a huge one that got derailed. I think it was in Germany. That was kind of a big deal, but wow, that's heavy. U.S.-Mexico efforts targeting drug cartels have unraveled, top DA officials say. That'd probably be a good little read. I think the big news today is, which is really, you know, horrible in terms of, you know, privacy and, you know, people talking about it. But it's big news because it's one of the richest people in the world. But Bill and Melinda Gates got divorced. When I read that, I was like, what? Here we go. Bill and Melinda Gates, episode 2. I'm not really sure why they call it episode 2. Anyway, legendary philanthropists announced they were ending their marriage after 27 years. That's pretty crazy. You're probably wondering, you know, why, what happened. I was also looking for that. I read, you know, several articles on it this morning. Anyway, in a joint statement, Bill and Melinda said they will continue our work together at the foundation, but we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in the next phase of our lives. I think that's like a very self-reflecting thing. I mean, sometimes, you know, in relationships get to that point where they just stagnate, and you know, sometimes to grow and, you know, explore more, you got to look inside, and you know, I think that's yeah, that's one way to put it. But I was curious, and I could definitely kind of understand that. So that's I think that's big news that probably every news network is going to be talking about. For AOL and Yahoo, we talked about this one yesterday. They're being sold from Verizon for $5 billion to the Apollo Global Management private equity firm. So just here, in case you guys are wondering about your trades and like, oh man, you know, I'm down a little bit today. Well, Verizon's down $5 billion because they bought for $4.4 billion in 2015 AOL and $4.5 billion in 2017 Yahoo. So that's roughly $10 billion. And then if you count, you know, cost of or present value of cash, I mean, they lost even more than that. So there's a freaking 50% plus loss. Dark side of refrigeration, which I'm sure many of you guys are already aware. The chemicals inside of AC units are really, really bad for the environment. HFCs, hydrofluorocarbons, they're in a lot of environmental documentaries. So looks like the Biden administration is going to try to reduce some production of those, which, you know, for environmental reasons, seems like a good idea. Let's see here. Stat, given the rise of Ether and other cryptocurrencies, which I'm sure also many of you guys are aware of, but if you're not, Ethereum is over $3,000 on Monday. Right now it's at $3.5 thousand. The last 7 days is up 35%. Holy macaroons, that is no joke. So congrats to everyone that is long Ethereum. Anyway, just to get back on track here, Bitcoin now accounts for only 46% of total crypto market value compared to 70% at the beginning of the year. So right now the Bitcoin dominance has dropped to below 50%. That's always kind of a pivotal thing that people talk about, right? You know, is it high? Is it low? Usually if Bitcoin dominance is very, very high, above 70%, sometimes it means there's about to be a tipping point, like a small cap or altcoin rally or something like that. Right now, altcoins have been rallying very long, from Ling, Ethereum, Dogecoin. So maybe people are going to start selling their altcoins and putting it back into Bitcoin. Let's see. That's kind of the general rule of thumb for, you know, the last 10 plus years, 10 years roughly with Bitcoin and crypto. So I did want to highlight that because it is kind of significant for sure. When we used to do our crypto videos, that was definitely a metric we followed quite closely. One more thing here. Actually, two more things. Robinhood collected $331 million in payments for order flow last quarter. The reason that's big news is because of the whole entire GME saga, and then them pausing it, right? How does Robinhood make money? They sell your order flow, and then, you know, high frequency trading oftentimes front runs a little bit of it. So that's why people buy order flow. They do, you know, their Blackpool magic with it, and then you know, they profit off those, you know, tiny pennies, and that's how Robinhood makes its money. That's one of the ways Robinhood makes money. I'm sure many of you guys are aware of that, but I did want to highlight that because it's a big fact, and it looks like Morning Brew thought it was as well. And $331 million is pretty impressive. Oktoberfest was canceled for the second straight year in a row. That breaks my heart because you guys know last year we went ham sandwich on our live stream. We were chugging those beers, so that was really good fun. I mean, we might have to do it again live then if Oktoberfest is canceled, but if it decides to uncancel itself, I'm freaking going. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go to the Munich one, but maybe like a local one. All right, I'll quit my ranting here. COVID cases going down, vaccines going up. That's really good. Nice to see that in the U.S. breaking to new lows for a really long time. And here again, you can see Bill and Melinda Gates really making the headlines. Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, guys. Don't forget. Get your party hats out there. And let's kind of get back here to the markets and see what's brewing here. COCP looking kind of interesting again. All right, let me catch up on some of your guys' comment because I need to. I was looking at the news here the whole time. You've got mail. System success. Yeah, the fact that AOL is still around has actually surprised me as well. But I looked into it a little bit, and apparently AOL, they have like 1.4 million people that pay a monthly subscription for security packages. So AOL, kind of like BlackBerry, I need to look into this a lot more, but from what it seems on a quick glance, is kind of going to the security space. I don't know if you could call it so much privacy, but I guess it's all kind of in one general sector, which is one of the biggest topics that Apple keeps talking about. So who knows, maybe this purchase from this private equity firm for AOL is actually a good purchase. Like maybe they realize that and they want to kind of turn it around, because I mean that's a serious clientele base. All right. Let's keep marching along here. What else is there to discuss? Nothing really. I think at this point, getting ready for the market open is always a good thing to do. Good till cancel till day, and COCP is going to be one of my gappers I'm looking at. I'm kind of interested to really jump on COCP, maybe even close to the open. We'll see how well it holds over 1.5. Could easily dip below 1.5, but I think if a ticker does have a second leg, COCP is definitely in position for a second leg. Even if it runs to VWAP, that could still be north of 10% move. So I'm going to keep COCP on my second screen. I'll probably watch with you guys BLRX on the main screen. And then obviously I'll switch around based on if I enter any trades. But yeah, PRPO. I don't know if I'm going to trade PRPO, but I never want to say I'm not going to trade something, because if there's a good setup, then I'm going to be going on it. Yesterday it was pretty clean, so we'll see. A move over 7 is going to be really good for this one. Last time we had a bit of a fake out though, and it's had quite a run, but today's going to be that second green day. Big resistance at 8. Thanks, Steven. And some fun little animal emojis. That's right, John. You can't really be calling people child molesters unless they are, which I don't really see any proof on that. Ethereum broke 3.5. I'm also riding the Ethereum train. I have such small amount of Ethereum, but heck, it's even fun to watch. It's like, you know, made another little percent or so on it. Florida folks. Yeah, Nathan, Florida folks do kind of fit in that bunch a little bit, huh? We are kind of weird. But nothing like good old Florida. I can't wait to be back. Oh yeah, 8007 morning open. I do always forget to add this until like usually my first trade that I'm like, oh, forgot to do that. Let's see here what else is popping. Oh God, Alfie. I haven't touched Dogecoin, which, you know, I guess was a bad idea, but I don't know. All right, guys, let's get ready here. Another 3 minutes. I have no water, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fill up my water. I got 2 empty water glasses, 1 beer mug, and it's not okay, so I'll be right back. Ooh, just got windy outside. COCP at 164. Well, this is getting interesting. Could crack. PRPO taking a little bit of a right before market open dip. COCP, BLRX. Another mid 30 seconds here. Do I have all my buttons in place? 2,000 shares ready to go on BLRX. Full size would be around 5,000-6,000 shares. 2,000 shares ready to go on COCP, which I probably increased that a little bit. All right, I'll leave it at 2,000 shares. I'll actually reduce BLRX to 1,000 shares just because it's going to be my first market open trade. All right, another 20 seconds here. Good luck, everyone. Comment collected. COCP looks like it could be putting in a base. 1.6, that's a critical spot here. I think people are a little nervous right now, BLRX, after those last kind of dips to the downside. 5-minute chart on the 9 EMAs, big resistance. That's keeping me a little bit at bay with it. COCP, on the other hand, really found a nice floor there at 1.6. Big buy volume coming in. Let's see how it performs. Bigger support roughly at 4.65 on BLRX. We'll draw a little bit of a support zone here. So far, no trades yet from me. That bounce though on COCP, 7%, really strong. We've had some bigger sell-offs on BLRX, 9% here. That would put us pretty much to that support zone. BLRX did find some support, and COCP also looking like it's drawing a little bit of a base so far. BLRX looks like it could break VWAP here. Remember, we got roughly 530. 550, and then a possible move to 6, and if we could go past 6, this ticker can absolutely fly. Nice break back above VWAP and BLRX, so it held that area very well. COCP has really good open volume. A little extended pullback now. Typically this would be a great pullback entry on BLRX, but I just feel like based on pre-market action leading up to the market open, I want to be a little bit more cautious. PRPO found support as well, inching higher, trying to break that 7. My alert actually should have went off, but it didn't. Classic TOS there, so also worth watching here. Really good moves. I mean, we're talking about north of a 10% move this ticker had. BLRX does kind of have a lot of sell volume. Still selling off. We might break below 4.8. I'm not going to be catching this move yet on BLRX. I kind of got burnt yesterday on a very similar move to this one. COCP and PRPO are kind of fighting for second place here based on percentage gapper, but dollar volume wise, PRPO is in a clear first place, and BLRX is second, followed by COCP. Right here you can see the dollar volume. Oftentimes we filter by dollar volume. Actually, I should be filtering by dollar volume right now as well. It doesn't show pre-market, so that's why pre-market I'll have it on mark percentage gain, which allows me to see which one's the top percent gapper. No trades yet for me. 5 minutes now into the market open. Nice, Nathan, just saw that as well. Or Nathaniel, sorry about that. I'm so used to saying Nathan for some reason. I had a friend called Nathan in high school. BLRX, watching, and COCP. Yeah, there's BLRX, you know. I was not really ready to jump on that one. It looks like PRPO really is outperforming drastically the other ones. It looks like it is halted as well. I missed that halt. I was so focused on BLRX and COCP, but PRPO with the leading dollar volume, second big gapping day here, over $7. This is really where I want to start focusing on it a little bit more. We got more resistance roughly at 8, but if you zoom out even more, you know, this ticker has a pretty long history of reverse splits and dilution, so that's why I've been a little cautious on PRPO, but so far it's, you know, racing to the upside and looking pretty strong, so let's keep an eye on this one for sure. It's going to open up at 40.42. No trades yet for me since the open. COCP looks like it might break 1.6 here. COCP going for the crack possibly here at 1.6. BLRX had a bit of a shaky open here, but it's holding now. It's crawling to the upside. Everyone's looking at that, you know, 5.4 for a possible break there. George says lost connection on TOS. That's right now my TOS is running smooth, but thanks for letting us know. BLRX, let's keep watching it here. I might try a small size on it at one point. Technically this is a perfect pullback entry, but it's shaky price action. It's not super clean. COCP broke, is trying to break 1.6 right now. I may consider trading COCP in the low 1.5s. Congrats to anyone that nailed that little pullback here. I was, you know, really close to jumping in on it, but didn't really have the confidence on that one. PSTV being called out. Yeah, trending nicely. Resistance at 3.5, but some really good moves. Also some pretty decent fast rate of change here on this ticker. Catalyst today as well. USA Biotech with a 58 million market cap, roughly a 4 million float, and they have that catalyst today, which is driving them. Just so much resistance here on this ticker. But good call out for sure. Me too, Razak. PRPO is going to be opening up really, really soon here. Let's see if we get that move to 8. Wow, instantly opens up, jumps up 7%. Still crawling higher. I think a lot of people right now are thinking about, last time we had a gap or that was halted and, it ran pretty nicely. I forgot the name of that. Which one was that? Was that RHE? I think it was. Could have been BTX. BTX or RHE. Forgot. I'm watching COCP. Like I said, low 150s could be a turnaround point, but for now, the price action is slow and kind of uninteresting, so I'm not trading it. But watch me trade it like in any second. I mean, never know. Things turn around quickly. I gotta say, PRPO is making quite the moves here. Oof, selling off. I'm watching COCP because it just had a bit of a flush. Haven't really been focusing on BLRX, but it did a hold here. It's just very shaky right now, that ticker. I haven't looked at RKT in a while. Interesting call out. PRPO instantly shoots up, making new highs there. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. You guys know I typically don't trade halted stocks that much. So I was a little hesitant with trading it, but man, oh man, this one was a huge ripper, up 15, 16, 17%. I know some of you guys nailed that one. Congrats. PRPO halted again. PSTV had a bit of a flush there. COCP could be a possible dip trade coming up, but it's hard to say. Right now 53 is getting chipped away. but could easily act as support as well. I had a limit order at 52 on COCP that did not get filled. BLRX just had a nice little pop here to the upside. Looks like I'm being a little bit too conservative, but PRPO really took the center stage while I was kind of expecting a little bit more action from COCP or BLRX. So I guess my area of focus was a little bit off, which is fine. Nice MP, nailed it. PRPO is going to open up at 48. BLRX really crawling back up after a really shaky and indecisive open. Looks like it's really gaining a little bit of momentum here. I'm not sure how I want to play COCP anymore. I'm going to remove my limit order from it. I was trying to get an entry at 52. We had a nice little pop off the lows, but now I just kind of feel like I'm leaving a dead limit order there, so I'm removing that. Watching BLRX right now. This was always my favorite one today. 23 million float, 136 million market cap, biotech with phase 3 trial news. BLRX and PRPO both halted. Yeah, Nate, that's pretty much the best part. Every time I miss a move, I'm like, I don't even care. You know, I'm so happy the market's moving in general. PRPO is going to open up first. Pretty much in exactly a minute, so this is the one to be watching. COCP actually curling really nicely. Unfortunate that we missed our fill literally by 1 cent. Nice little 5-6% pop there, but unfortunately I'm not on it. I have a limit order below, but I don't really think it's going to get filled. I don't know, I have it there because I moved it down from 52 because I didn't want to have it there at 52 anymore. Sometimes I do that. No expectations to get filled right now below 1.5. Yeah, Micah. Technically, I did as well. I did some pre-market trading, but I missed these nice moves here at the open. All right, guys, PRPO, let's watch it. Some bigger resistance coming in now. These breakout candles are just wicked. They're so nice. Yeah, TYHT is actually pretty okay, but big multi-day runner. It's not a classic ticker I'd be looking at. BLRX is going to open up at 51.55. Looks like I just bought some coin now that it's under 300. Just dipped lower today, bought some coin on my swing trade account. Watching PRPO. I don't think I'm going to trade this one. I was kind of thinking, you know, maybe a fund size, 500 shares or so. But, you know, to me, I'm still trying to think here, BLRX, I'd rather be trading, so I don't want to distract myself too much. It's pretty much all-time high on PRPO after since the splits, reverse splits on this one. Another minute before BLRX opens up. Oh boy, Steven. Good luck, man. $9.51, we're really getting a lot of action kind of crawling through here. Was that a profitable trade? I feel like it almost had to be at these levels. BLRX about to open up here, guys. Good luck, everyone that's looking to trade it. I may trade this one. I've been quite excited about BLRX. Only ticker I've traded today. Flash down very quickly. Let's see what happens now. Could get halted again. I think we're going to get moved to 6. Instantly breaking the higher there. Chipped 6 for a second. Decent sellers sitting there. When you trade full size, things get really hectic. I know I trade pretty hectically when I trade full size. That might have been a part of the issue. It's usually why at market open I'll reduce size, and pre-market sometimes I actually trade the most aggressive. BLRX kind of finding its zone here. Back up at 6. Is going to break 6. Could. Boom! Yeah, I was expecting this ticker to hit 6. Again, trading halted tickers is not really my favorite. That's usually why I probably trade more aggressively pre-market, because there's no halts. But as we start seeing these tickers halt more often lately, I mean, we've been getting it now a bit more, so I'll probably get a bit more comfortable to trading halted tickers. Oh yeah, you guys are right. The market is quite red here. 2% down the NASDAQ. To be honest, I wasn't even looking at that at first. SPX down about 1%. Yeah, everything is down pretty much. Bitcoin down 4%, which, you know, isn't too crazy, but, you know, it's also a bigger red day, I would argue, or at least a decent red day for crypto. David's wondering if I put more thought into direct access broker. For sure. I have actually everything set up with Lightspeed. I just haven't funded it yet. If you guys are, you know, like, if you're referring to, like, you know, a swing trader investment account, you know, that's normal. You know, those accounts do what they do. I don't really look at any of my investment accounts. You know, day trading on the other hand, you know, that'd be different. So yeah, it would be nice to see halt levels on TOS. It'd be great if they offered that, but I don't think they will. You kind of have to assume, but it's very hard because halt levels get moved so quickly. BLRX sliding down here at the 60s. Oh, bigger drop. Possible break there in the 50s. Possible small size here at 45. Very small size I'm trading this one with. Half size. No, 25% size actually. I'm going to take some profits there with the potential to re-enter enter under 45. Again, if I'm not crazy about a ticker, the way it's moving and whatnot, I always trade very, very small size. Right now, I'm trying to get my average size to be about $20,000, so I just traded with about $5,000. So that was about a fourth of my, full size right there. COCP going above 1.6. Really, really good action coming out of COCP. Let's go ahead and keep watching this one. Let me pull it up just for quite a quick second. There it is, COCP, big breakout. COCP did pull back really extensively though, around 36%. Right now it's right back to VWAP. Yeah, I mean my investment portfolios sometimes are down like 4, 5, 6, 7,000. They're not that big, but they have they get quite volatile. Usually that's usually if your account's down that much, your investment account, we're not talking about day trading right now, it's usually a good sign to buy. In my experience, I've always regretted not buying at those times. COCP, see if we can get one more move down here. Oh, I missed my entry on COCP by just a hair. Up around 4% now. BLRX going for another sell-off here. Back to 545. That was our original entry. I usually don't trade the same trade twice, so I'd wait for a possible crack here at 45. Still kind of feels like a lot of sellers are here. New minute's about to start though. Let's see what happens in the next candle. Could go below 45. Held. Yep, one. There's a lot of support there. Pure OP. Looks like it didn't survive that last pullback. Consolidating now. Nice bounce on BLRX. Yeah, these are definitely the nicest tickers. COCP, I missed my entry on that pullback, which is a little bit unfortunate. NMMD, Med Science, nice little move there. Back higher. Did that crack 3? No. Went to like 305. Nice little 27% bounce. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this. I think I'm long this ticker in my... Yeah, we're actually long. Very small size. MNMD, we are long this one. This is a ticker we were talking about for quite some time. I totally forgot about this limit order. It was actually pre-market. I set it. We're having a nice little bounce here off the highs. When I saw it off the lows, when I saw it on this... on the lead top gainers, I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And it was because this was the big mover from last week when we came up to these areas, and actually for last few weeks. Let me go actually here to the daily chart. Makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, last week right here So right now we came back to huge support. I'm holding it now. I'm looking for a break over 4. I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but I might sell this one even today. But for now, I'm going to keep holding it and kind of go from there. Swing trade, so I'm not really focused on it too much. Maybe it warrants a video on it or something like that. My problem was all my focus was on the live stream that's going to be happening later today. Sorry, I forgot to talk about MNMD. I always share my swing trades, but that one totally slipped my mind. As Mel, I think Coinbase under 300 is very, very interesting for sure. PRPO just had a flush. Could be a buying opportunity, but you got to be careful buying the first big red candle. Could easily get halted and then form another red candle. Usually if I'm buying on a flush like this, I'll be waiting for the second red candle. Waiting for momentum to shift just a little bit. Aaron, the second stream is today at noon. So in 2 hours from now, noon Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing the April recap. So hope to see some of you guys there. And we're going to do a little bit of May forecasting and then also Q&A session. So hope to see you guys there. Yeah, right here, PRPO. This is where I would be a little bit more interested in buying this ticker. Usually on that second red candle. So possible break here at 7. Could get halted though. So far 7 actually holding quite well. Yeah. So far it's holding. Bouncing. But I don't know. I've been avoiding trading this ticker all day today. It wasn't really a ticker for me. All right, Aaron, I like it. All right, 10:02. I might keep trading here, but I'm going to be wrapping up the stream shortly. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you did enjoy the content. BLRX, look at that move off the low. This is kind of what we were waiting for. Let's actually keep an eye on this one. Might keep trading this one. I like COCP, but I kept on missing my entries on that one. It's kind of bothering me at this point. Man, I missed like a dozen entries on it, I feel like. BLRX, huge bounce there. Question is it a dead cat? I mean, we have that huge resistance at 6.1. But we could keep crawling higher. I love the energy we're having today. I feel like we haven't had this kind of energy in weeks, so it's so good to see this. No, Mike, I'm not too crazy about short selling. I'm not the biggest short seller, no. Whoa, BLRX just slams down. What was that? And I was just thinking about trading it. There might be an offering right now in BLRX, guys. Holy macaroons, that was devastating. BLRX halted right now to the downside, literally falling off a cliff. If you bought here that breakout, oh my God, you're down 15% before the halt. It could recover, but I would be so nervous if there is an offering news or something like that. Yeah, Jonathan, take it and run. The only thing right now worth doing is maybe trading COCP, but I think that scared a lot of people, so I wouldn't trade COCP at these levels. Big resistance above. It sold off extensively. I wanted this trade right here, and I missed this one. This is the biggest miss of the day for me personally. You could argue PRPO is a big miss for me because I wanted to trade it right here, but I typically don't trade tickers like this one, so it wasn't so much a miss. But it is what it is. Overall today, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm up 887. Not like a huge day for my position size, but it's an okay day. It's definitely okay for, yesterday I was up 500. Today I'm up 800. I think I've already beat last month because last month was the biggest back and forth I've had in a long time, almost a full year. So actually, exactly a full year. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for sure. Otherwise, here is my swing trades. Where are they showing? Swings, no, IRA. Here it is. All my swings are still down. Nothing really too new to report, so I'm not going to talk about this. I have a whole video planned for my swing trades that I do want to dive into a little bit more detail, but nothing really has changed otherwise. I did remove some of the one share tickers, as you see here, but yeah, everything is consistent across the board. So all right, guys, I will see you then tomorrow. Good luck if you're still trading. Hopefully, guys, if you're in BLRX, I hope the best. We've all been stuck in halts. It's nothing unusual. That's why usually I'm a bit of a chicken here on a lot of these tickers, because I'm always thinking about the halt. COCP is probably the ticker that I would be still trading, but I'm not sure if I will. If I do, everything will be posted in the Discord, so don't forget to check it out. Fran, usually I'm trading with about $20,000 at the moment. All right, guys, I'll see you guys then on the April recap. We're going to dive into all the numbers, and we're going to do a May forecast, and we're going to be doing Q&As at the end, so I hope to see you there. In the meantime, if you guys are curious what a monthly recap even looks like, I got a bunch, so you can check them out. We go through so much different information. Usually every time I try to figure out that one thing that is a little bit different, or that one big lesson. So again, that's probably what I'll try to make the focus here. Take care, guys. I'll see you then. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and peace out. Ciao, ciao, guys.